All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats. All my niggas turn shooters. Shooters on the roof. On the internet, you ain't been this way. You been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the OOTA. Welcome to the OOTA. All my niggas from the OOTA. All my niggas turn shooters. OOTA. All my ops turn.
You already know the vibes. You already know the vibes. We back with another one. When it ain't no other ones. And listen, y'all, we got Luce Cannon paperwork read. The order of detention is now dropping. So we will be getting into this. Salute to everybody that's rocking with us. You already know I'm Uda. I'm on the go. I do my content here on the go at my podcasting space. This is what it's all about, man. Salute to everybody that is blessed today. You already know, Grand Rising. Some people now getting up. We in different time zones, so salute to everybody. Listen, we are getting into this paperwork read. We are not going to take and waste no time. Remember, everybody drop a like on this video. Share this video to any of your platforms. Subscribe to the channel and make sure you got the notification bells on because we're going to be doing continuations even after this read. So salute to that. All right, let's get into this. United States District Court, Central District of California. All right, so it shows the case number, everything. Shows us Tremaine Ashley Williams, which is Luce Cannon. We're in New York City. It's good for y'all to hear some of that. Okay, so it goes to show what we're going to see what they've checked. All right. So they say on motion of the government in a case allegedly involving a crime of violence, an offense with maximum sentence of life imprisonment. And it just shows what it's involving. And it says on motion by the government on court's own motion in a case. So it's not none of these other ones that's in this case. So we don't have to go about reading all of these, right? So look. All right. So allegedly involving on the further allegations by the government of a serious risk that the defendant will flee. So you already know they think he's a flight risk. They not trying to let him up no building. They like, yo, oh, you hear this? You remember like in Cops? Oh, you hear the foot when the guy opened the door in Cops? Niggas is out. They ain't playing with you. So they saying they deem him as a serious risk of a flight risk. You know what I mean? That he will flee. So they say to threaten to intimidate or prospective witness. So that's not checked. That's pretty good that they don't have that. He would threaten, injure, or intimidate a potential witness or juror. You know what I mean? So that's pretty good. Obstruct or attempt to obstruct justice. They don't think that he will obstruct or attempt to obstruct justice is good. So no matter if this character that he's playing online, they still don't feel that he will do that. And that's good. I don't care what you're talking about. That's good for him. Straight. It says the court finds that no condition or combination of conditions will reasonably assure the appearance of the defendant as required. No. The safety of any persons or the community. That's a bad one. That's a bad one to be checked because that's what they're trying to push on you. And this is, hopefully you beat this case, but if you are sentenced in this case, this is going to come critical in your sentencing in that they deem you this kind of a person as, you know what I mean, unfit for the community. It's not good. The court has considered a nature of circumstances of the offenses charged, including whether the offense is a crime of violence, a federal crime of terrorism, or involves a minor victim or controlled substance, firearm, explosive, or destructive device. B, the weight of the evidence against the defendant. C, the history of the characteristics of the defendant. And D, the nature and seriousness of the danger to any persons or to the community. The court also has considered all the evidence adduced at the hearing, the arguments and or statements of the counsel, and the pretrial services report recommendation. The court bases the foregoing findings on the following: A, as to flight risk, they're already deeming him a flight risk. As to the dangers, they're in there. Natures of the offenses and the defendant's role in the alleged extortion, robberies, and 2 active protective orders. He has 2 active protection orders. That's, I don't know who's that involving. It could be involving, this just doesn't have to be a witness. Because he also said that, Luce Cannon said himself that last years or so, he was having some cases of some domestic violence, not domestic violence, he said he was being sued. Let me speak correctly. He said he was being sued. Remember when we was talking about Jay Reed suing him and everybody was talking about it? He's like, I don't care. I was sued by some other people. And it was all for A whoopings, and all of my suits was for A whoopings, and I beat all of them. I don't know. That's what he says. He alleged. But sometimes you try to talk a person out of doing something by saying stuff. So who knows what these two active protection orders are for? Not, noting that one is reciprocal. Okay, one is reciprocal. So maybe that's towards a woman. That he got an order of protection against her, and she got an order of protection against you. That's probably could have been an ex-wife or something. Outstanding warrant. He has an outstanding warrant. And report of violence, January 2025 incident. So now they done said that you had a January violent incident. So the incident that they're mentioning is actually no jumper. Okay? It's nasty work. The incident that they're mentioning is no jumper. Jay Reed in that situation, even though they mentioned 2025 January, actually this took place on the 26th of December. How do I know that, you may ask? Because the day that it happened in the midday, right? I'm in New York, so it's a different time zone, right? Midday, it looked like daytime in the video. But around the time of nighttime, that same night, I was online with a different bunch of people, and it ended up getting into my emails, flying straight from LA into my email on the 27th. It was like 12 or 1 o'clock in that morning. It's in my email now, the whole full video. So I had the full video, even though I never posted the full video, because I never thought that was something that anybody should post the full video of. It was just pretty crazy for me to see it and for it to be online. I had everybody thinking like Clarence in Menace to Society with the damn tape. Think like this. Clarence with the damn tape. Now Clarence want to be mad at everybody. Remember they was running around like he was mad with everybody was showing the tape? Now they mad with everybody when you was the one selling the tape for $5.99, Clarence. When O-Dog was trying to get money in $9.99, whatever, he was actually trying to sell the tape for $59.99. So shout out to O-Dog for trying to get some money. 1992, something like that. Okay, so salute to that. All right, so it says the violence. Okay, the court finds that a serious risk exists that the defendant will obstruct. Okay, let's see what they actually take. The court bases the foregoing on. They don't jot it on there. See, the court serious risk that he would obstruct attempt to adjust. Okay, but they already never checked those in the first place. It is therefore ordered that the defendant be detained prior to trial. Whoa.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right
so
there.
That means that however long it is, I think that they're gonna, them people is pushing for this case to go happen fast. Usually with indictments like this, with multiple defendants like this, they could be in jail sitting around for 4 years, 3-4 years. 4 years is not a lot of time. You could be there for 4 years. They say you have to be there for like 4 or 5 years. That's standard for you to be in jail for 4 to 5 years when you're waiting for a case like this. They actually say standard is like 48 months for you to be in prison. Okay, so I can bring that up and show you that standard. All right. So it is further ordered that the defendant to be committed to the custody of the Attorney General for confinement in the corrections facility, separate to the extent practicable from persons awaiting or serving sentences or being held in custody pending appeal. So listen to this word right here now. That means he ain't supposed to be with nobody. Listen, general from confinement in a corrections facility, separate to extent practicable from persons awaiting or serving sentences or being held in custody pending appeal. It is further ordered that the defendant be afforded reasonable opportunity for private consultation with counsel. And it is further ordered that on order of the Court of the United States or on request of any attorney for the government, the persons in charge of the corrections facility in which the defendant is confined deliver the defendant to the United States Marshal for the purpose of an appearance in the connection of the court proceedings, man. Oh my days. Shows you the rest of that right there, man. This is not good, y'all. We also see that he got the 2 charges. So if you go into my last video, I was also breaking down my last couple of videos you should see. I went into a breakdown, like a case-by-case comparison of Luce Cannon's case, as well as a couple of other cases where some people were charged with the Hobbs Act. I gave you a couple of inferences, and I'm going to give you a couple more. Where one, he had 2 counts of the Hobbs Act, which was robbery, and he had a weapons charge possessions with it. So that fell under the 924C They ended up wanting to give him like 30 years. They were trying to give him like 363 months or something like that, 360 something months. He ended up trying to appeal one of them. They ended up dropping one of his Hobbs counts, but he still had the Hobbs count, and he had an attempted Hobbs count. Actually attempted, not even a full one, attempted. And he had the 924. And he still ended up getting 20 years. I gave you another case, and that guy was Justin Taylor, David Taylor, two people in that case. And then another case I gave you was Rayford Sherrod, you know what I mean? Murdoch Rayford Sherrod. And he was from Carolina, and he was charged with the Hobbs Act as well. But in his case, it was a little lower than that. I don't think he had a weapon as well. And they said that he was supposed to be like sentence guidelines, maybe given 51 months. And they said the prosecution pushed for upward variance, and then they end up saying, you know what, we're going to give you 120 months. So he got sentenced to 10 years just for his. So we understand that when you're charged with these Hobbs Acts, listen to me. And then you're doing this crime, what, with a weapon? Who's to say he didn't have a weapon? Then if one person have a weapon, they could say y'all all went there to do it. So y'all did it together in furtherance of each other. So y'all all could be charged with that weapon. So y'all all could be charged with 924Cs as well. And you don't want them. I just told you one attempted Hobbs Act, and Luce obviously has Hobbs Acts. One attempted Hobbs Act, okay, and one 924, okay, and he got like 20 years. They really wanted to give him 30. They gave him 30. He's really supposed to get 20, and they gave him 10 years past it. And then he went back on appeal, whatever, and then they broke it back down, I think, to like 20. So he still caught a 20 piece regardless of the fact. And this is what's going on, y'all. This is what's going on. It's a lot going on with this case, man. Big U, it got a lot of paperwork. I got another read that I'm doing. I'm breaking down a lot of this case. Listen, if you are interested in this type of content, salute to you. I have a lot of paperwork reads all on this channel. Go and check my paperwork reads. But if you are interested in this content, I'm going to be breaking down another paperwork and another few different defendants in this case as well, because there's different things that we need to see that I already done peeped. So trust me, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bells on, and make sure you're notified when we drop it.
All my niggas from the OOTAONGO, all my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn racks, all my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat, you been stuck in a computer. Show me.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to break down. We're going to be going into another paperwork read, and then after that is another thing. But remember, make sure you go back and look for it on the thumbnails as well. The Luce Cannon comparison breakdown. I have one that's a full one, a comparative case-by-case comparative breakdown. And then on my last video with Diddy and Big U and all of them on that, I also went to another breakdown of a case-by-case comparison of the Luce Cannon. So salute to everybody. You already know the vibes, man. I'm Uda. I'm on go. You on go, right? Because you ain't taking no bullshit from nobody, right? Exactly. And what we do here is we on go together. It's not about being individuals, okay? It's about being on go together. It's about confident people helping weaker people to be confident. You know what I'm saying? Shy people being more confident by being around shy people, and strong people helping the weak people as well. I might have said that twisted, but guess what? You know exactly what I mean. This whole case is crazy, man. You know what I mean? But we still know that they reporting live from the feeds. It's a lot. But what I heard is this. I'm going to tell you these quick tidbits before I leave. I heard that the whole time, BRICC Baby and Luce was not, allegedly, I heard BRICC Baby and Luce was not in the same cell the whole time. Allegedly, I heard BRICC Baby was cellied up with a white boy with a mohawk. First of all, I don't know how he's doing it. I'd have been bust him upside his head. I don't like mohawks. I don't like mohawks. So, and then Luce is in a cell with a vato loco, with a vato. I don't know if he norteño, soteño, noreño. I don't know who he is, homie, but shout out to him. Shout out to him. Familia, for mi familia, loco. So I think he with a loco. Familias. You know what I'm saying? So calma, Luce, calma in the cell, calma. So listen, this is what's going on, though, man. You see, it's MDC. You know what I mean? I got the plug. They telling me what's going on direct. This is why I got the plug. This is MDC Los Angeles. You see what's going on. This is the building, but this is the last tidbit of information. I heard Big U. That's the blue button. I heard when you see Big U in the building, they call him Big Yusufa. They don't call him Draws, Hannibal, David Austin, anybody Clipper. They don't call him none of that. None of that. Blue button. You know what I said? They call him Big Yusufa. They took the L off. They call him Big U. Big Yusufa. Subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bells on, and make sure you're notified.